What up, YouTube? Back at it again. Okay. Tom dropped, so we gotta pay attention, right? First and foremost, do me a favor. Tom is a friend of the channel's. Go support, go like, go subscribe, please. Uh, and you know what's funny? The last one I think we did of him wasn't it like called like it was like just white boy, and he's dressing all like he's just doing some white, but and it like I feel like it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I don't think people get what he does like purposefully. By the way, he does this shit on purpose, and y'all pay attention. So keep paying attention. But yeah, go support my guy. What do we got? The devil is a Democrat. So we all know where Tom stands. He makes it very clear. As far as politically, I try my best to keep politics off the channel. Um, I don't really like to get into. I just don't want to start ever like some back and forth. Whereas views or whatever. I like to keep things kind of lighthearted and um like I don't know, like not add to division, if that makes sense. So but that said, I'm gonna check it out. We're gonna check it out together. Let's go. The propaganda is on every channel. They think we Dude, my man never gives you one damn second to put your headphones on. Okay, coming out hot. I'm just checking volume levels over here, man. Chill the fuck out. The propaganda is on every channel. They think we stupid like the truth is just too hard to handle. Put on your camo, it's a culture war and load the ammo. They want Antifa ruling everything like it's Seattle. And they want anyone who's fighting to be dead and canceled. They want rainbows in the classrooms and 15 different bathrooms and white guys that hate black dudes. They want war, they don't want peace. They want fentanyl in our streets. They want borders to be weak. I swear the devil lives in California. He a politician. He passing bills that bring chaos and division. Yeah. Ooh, we got a shot at Gavin. I feel like, right? Okay. In California, he a politician. He passing bills that bring chaos and division. Yeah, the devil lives in California. Should be in prison. He got horns, but he tries to keep them hidden. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that. They love America. We know it ain't that. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it. We ain't switching. Y'all are tripping. I guess God just built us different. You know what like I do love about dude is that like and I mean, you guys can come at me for this too, because like he has a hill that he stands on, and he's very direct and very clear about that hill. And there's not a lot of people like that. Like for me, just like I mean, I to protect my channel, and like I don't really involve like my views on things. I try my best not to. But like you got to respect like just having a platform, having a voice, and he lives in California, by the way. So it's saying, so he's allowed to kind of do that. But it's interesting to me. Like I don't have his platform, so I don't get to speak my views because I might offend people. I would offend half of the people. I'll speak my views through voting and through other means, and but like I literally like it's so crazy, like that. Like my goal here is always just to have a good time, and I don't have a good time when I'm arguing with people, and people don't have a good time when they're arguing with each other. So but like I do understand like the value in like this is where I stand, and being forward with it. It's and like I said, this is my guy. So it's just he has, this is not the first song that he has like this, by the way. It's not the second or third either. But my man going. It's different. They get celebrities to do they talking. They get mansions while they cram it all into apartments. He's not lying, by the way. He's definitely not lying. Listen to what he's saying. They get celebrities to do they talking. They get mansions while they cram it all into apartments. Tell us it's cool to stay in school and then make you retarded. If you ain't liberal, then they treat you like you human garbage. If you speak up, then you a target.
their voice through an amplifier. Violence and our flag on fire, no voter ID required. They want war, they don't want peace. They want defund the police. They want you surrounded by screens. The devil lives in California. He a politician. He passing bills that bring chaos and division. Yeah, the devil lives in California. Should be in prison. He got horns, but he tries to keep them hidden. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that. They say that. They love America. We know it ain't that. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it. We ain't switching. Y'all are tripping. I guess God just built us different, dog. The devil is a Democrat. That's a fact, that's the truth. Look how bad that it gets when it's blue. The devil is a Democrat. That's a rap, it ain't news. And the way they treat America is proof. I swear the devil lives in California.
You know what? Another thing, and I hate to pause so much, but song's like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So you're on a reaction channel. It's your fault, not mine. I'm just kidding. But it goes back to there's how many, there's not a lot of artists that will just speak on things that a lot of people think but don't speak on, right? So it's kind of refreshing in a weird way, just to, regardless if you believe it or not, if you agree with it or not. I don't think that, I think more so it's refreshing to see somebody just kind of own their shit and stand on it, and call out things that a lot of people think but don't say, anyways.
And the way they treat America is proof. I swear the devil lives in California, $100 bills. He knows everyone in Hollywood and parties in the hills. Give you everything you ever wanted, plus a couple mil for your soul, and your vote is a deal. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that, they say that. They love America, we know it ain't that. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it, we ain't switching. Y'all are tripping, I guess God just built us different, dog. The devil is a Democrat. And we don't play that, they say that. They love America, we know it ain't that. Cause the devil is a Democrat. And we ain't with it, we ain't switching. Y'all are tripping, I guess God just built us different, dog. The devil is a Democrat.
Also, shout out to Nova. Very well done. Very well put together. Gotta throw some love. Speaking of, man, I'd love to see some of her music. She needs to drop some, anytime she shows up in a verse on anything, I get excited. Sorry, no offense to Tom. But but maybe it's more of the, we don't get to see it often as we want to. But anyways, no, that's dude, it's song's fire. It's catchy. It's gonna stay in my head. I probably won't walk around singing that. Just, I don't want to catch a stray, a random punch to the face or whatever. But I'm pretty sure no one's really doing that anyways. I go hard, I'm just kidding. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. We kind of know where shots were fired there. And it's interesting to me. One side of me is we're just feeding into division, and the more that we position two sides separately, the more that those sides are going to take separately, and we're just causing fights. So I try to, and by the way, you probably can't see it. My degrees in politics, it's what I do, what I did. So I'm not stupid. But it's interesting to me. Sometimes I'm never going to change anybody's mind with anything that I say, right? So if I were to spout off on my views, you're not going to believe or entrust in anything that I say, because you have your own. So by way of that, it doesn't really matter what I say or think, in some sense. So, but it is important to have your hill and you stand on it, and whatever it is that your views are in, and I tend to be like, I don't. For me, it's not like a side thing. Like my views are very, they're more so topic related. Like, what do I think about this specific thing? What do I think about this specific thing? So it's not like I'm just gonna like throw all my eggs in this basket over here and toss them around like it's fucking Easter. It's not. That's not really how I think. But it's more so just affair related. But and that's the extent of what you're gonna get out of me on political views right now. But no, song itself, dude. If anybody doubts my guy's talent, like he can spit, and like he literally offends half of the country every time he opens his mouth, and he doesn't give a fuck about it. So I respect that. So that's Tom for you, man. That's my guy. Please go like, go subscribe, and love to have you here as well. Like I said, like, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed. We'll talk to you on the next.